Put him in the bedroom. Bobby, put him in the bedroom. Put him in the bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
I came into contact with somebody from one of the big four, ended up becoming kind of a mentor to me. He's now a member of our club.
Man, when I first saw my first Hell's Angel standing there, I was like, that's what I want to be, man.
If you're running a three-piece, just like you know, it is truly an outlaw standard. Doesn't make you a one percenter, but it makes you an outlaw.
This is what I believe in, you know, and it was awesome to see that my brothers believed in me.
It's the wolf leading the sheep, man. You know, the sheep need to open their eyes because they're about to walk off the cliff where a whole other pack of wolves are at the bottom.
If you were getting your lunch money taken before you put them rags on, if they catch you by yourself, they're going to take your lunch money again.
I try to be around the guys and hang out with them as much as possible and get to know them, because that's really what it's about.
The Hells Angels are being arraigned.
One man was stabbed in the chest, another was knocked out, who faced criminal charges, including charges of hate crimes as well as gang allegations. One defendant faces an attempted murder charge, so this certainly appears to be a widespread investigation.
Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Stacks. I'm your host, Bill Stacks, and today we're going to talk about the pickup truck that was found after this shooting. And we got a bunch of other things to talk about. The Sin City Disciples Clubhouse was raided. We're going to talk about the murder that took place over there and the things that are going on over in Pennsylvania. A lot of stuff going on. Before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's brother's sister's friend about Chatting with Stacks, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. I appreciate everyone that takes the time to watch this show. First, I want to send condolences out to this kid's family. They called him Kenny. He went by Swayze, I believe. Swayze 1%. And it's really sad that he was murdered in broad daylight. I mean, it was the middle of the day. He was shot in the back. I mean, it doesn't get any worse than that. And we want to talk about other content creators are starting to call motorcycle clubs gangs because of situations like this. But my argument is anybody at the top of any of these clubs does not condone this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't condone this type of behavior. If they did, it would be a different story. But I'm pretty sure that nobody from any club would condone somebody getting shot in the back. I don't care who they are. They definitely don't condone it. They would condemn it. And, you know, people go rogue and do different things thinking they're going to win, loyalty from someone or praise. But you just threw your life away because nothing good comes out of what's going on. And a lot of people out there agree with me. You can't do stuff like this because it'll put the hammer down on your club. It's not good. I mean, it's a motorcycle club, and you're killing each other for what? For what reason? I mean, there's no trophy at the end. You don't win a prize. You're not going to claim that territory from murdering people. It's not. People are going to go to prison. People are going to lose their life, and it's all pointless. And if you take these cuts off these people, they would definitely get along. If they were in a group, they would get along with no problem. And the only reason why they don't get along is because of the patch they wear on their back. Something has to change. Change has to come because it can't keep going on this way. It's not productive. People die and then people go to prison for life. Where's the positive side of that? There is no positive side to any of it. Nobody wins in the end. People's families are affected. It's like a ripple effect. And it's all for nothing, for no reason. Jaman, what's going on? Rah, how are you? Lindsay, thank you for joining me. I appreciate everything you do for this channel. Make sure you hit the like button. Go check out Patreon. We got exclusive content over there. I'll put the link in the description for Patreon. If you want to donate to the show, you can hit up Chatting with Stacks. And if you want to tell your story on Chatting with Stacks, just email me at billstacks2021@gmail.com and we'll talk about it. I can't promise anything because I'm pretty damn busy. But, hey, CMC, what's going on? How are you? TNT. Eddie Allen, how are you? Joe Blunts, shout out to Joe Blunts. Paula, what's going on? Thank you for joining me today. James, what's good? Craig, how are you? Jaman, Facts Over Feelings, what's going on? Thank you for joining me today. So they found the pickup truck that was involved in this situation. So things are going to start transpiring. I got some new pictures from the scene when this incident took place. I mean, the cops are investigating this one pretty heavily. No crime happens over in that part of Pennsylvania. White Oak, from what I hear, nothing ever happens there. No criminal activity. There's never murders there. And from what I see, it looks like a targeted attack. People don't ride around wearing masks with long guns in the car. They just don't. Maybe they'll have one long gun in the car, but they don't ride around with 4 people, all with masks on, with long guns. And the cops are saying that these people are armed and dangerous. So they found the car. It was ditched 25 miles away from where this situation happened. These are pictures from the scene. It was right near Wendy's. Apparently, witnesses say that he was trying to crawl towards Wendy's. And he was shot a bunch of times from what I hear different things. I heard he was shot twice in the back. And there's different reports. So I hear that he was shot in the chest a couple times or a few times. But I'm not really sure on the exact number. I know he was shot in the back twice. I mean, that's pretty brazen to do this at 2 p.m. That's a picture from a motorcycle rally that's taking place. We're going to talk about. Let's see here. This is from later on in the night. Somebody came and put balloons and flowers, I believe, onto the light post. But this kid had his whole life ahead of him. And he's gunned down for what reason? What reason? There is no good reason that this kid had to die. And I can guarantee you, anyone that's speculating, because it could be anybody at this point, right? People don't know exactly who is responsible for this. But any club that you talk to, if you talk to the higher ups in the clubs, they would never condone this type of behavior. Never. They don't agree with people getting shot off their bikes. I mean, when they arrest these people that did it, if they are a part of a club, right? Do you think all their club members are going to be in the courtroom and cheering for them? I highly doubt it. That's definitely not going to happen if they were a part of a club, but we will find out because the people that did this will be arrested. I mean, they found the truck, so there's definite, they're probably going to find DNA in the truck and go through it, you know? So it says here, vehicle connected to deadly White Oak shooting has been located, police say. Police say they have found the pickup truck connected to a deadly shooting in the middle of White Oak intersection on Sunday afternoon. On Sunday afternoon. Says no arrests have been made as of Monday night. Sources tell the news that the pickup truck is believed to be connected to the shooting was found in Mount Pleasant in Westmoreland County, about 25 miles from White Oak. Allegheny County police are still searching for the suspects involved in the incident that happened in broad daylight at the intersection of Jack's Run and Lincoln Way near Wendy's. Sources say the victim, 33-year-old Kenneth Hayman, was part of a motorcycle club, which is the War Dogs Motorcycle Club. Police say Hayman was shot while on his motorcycle at the intersection. Sources say that Hayman was shot at least twice in the back. Jasmine Reinhardt was working in a shopping plaza right behind Wendy's. Reinhardt said that she heard about 5 gunshots and saw the victim fall off his motorcycle. She said Reinhardt, manager, right after the shots were fired, he tried to crawl to somebody over at Wendy's for help, Reinhardt said. Police said that the shooters were inside a pickup truck armed with long guns and wearing masks. I say if they found the truck, they're guaranteed to find the guys soon, right? That's what the witness said. So this is pretty wild that they would do this in broad daylight. Like, it's a pretty brazen thing for them to do this in broad daylight. And we have a news article. We're going to take a look. But rest in peace to this kid, Kenneth. Another question I have, was he wearing his cut when this all transpired?
Continue searching for suspects from a weekend shooting outside of a Wendy's in White Oak. It claimed the life of a man. Covering Allegheny County, Pittsburgh's Action News 4 reporter Carlos Flores has more on the new discovery today by police.
The details surrounding this case continues to unfold as we're learning new information about this deadly shooting out of White Oak. Police initially responded to the intersection of Jack's Run Road and Lincoln Way near a Wendy's in White Oak Sunday afternoon for reports of a shooting. When first responders arrived, they found a man suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. He was taken to the hospital and later died. That man was identified to be 33-year-old Kenneth Hayman. Police believe there are 3 to 4 suspects involved in this case wearing face coverings and armed with long guns. Yesterday, police say they believe they found the vehicle involved in this shooting, a Chevy Silverado. The exact location of where the vehicle was found has not yet been shared, and there have not been any arrests in this case. Police are asking the community to stay vigilant and that the people involved in this case should be considered armed and extremely dangerous. Now, this is something we'll continue to follow. I'm going to update you right here and online at WTAE.com right now, covering Allegheny County from Allegheny County Police Headquarters. Carlos Flores, Pittsburgh.
Pickup truck connected to a deadly shooting in the middle of the road. Thanks for joining us at 11. I'm Ken Rice. That shooting was yesterday in White Oak. Tonight, Jennifer Barrasso has new details on the investigation.
Rob, what's up?
Ken, no arrest tonight, but sources telling me the pickup truck
Black Legion, how you doing?
Of this deadly shooting here in White Oak was found in Mount Pleasant, Westmoreland County. That's about 25 miles from here. Sources also telling me the victim who was shot to death was part of a motorcycle club. Allegheny County police are still searching for the suspects involved in a deadly shooting that happened in broad daylight.
You guys can hear this, right? Black Legion said it sounds off. Whoa, this whole situation sounds off. Yeah, I thought you said the sound was off.
At an intersection near this Wendy's in White Oak, Jasmine Reinhardt was working in the shopping plaza behind the Wendy's. You said that you heard gunshots.
Yeah, there was quite a few. I'd say probably about 5.
What did you see when you looked out the window?
Listen, the Iron Order has killed Mongol before. They killed a Mongol in front of a whole bunch of people. The Mongol didn't even have a gun. And guess what? They let him go. They didn't even charge him with murder. Dude killed a Mongol, and they didn't even charge him with murder because he was a part of the Iron Order.
the guy flying off his motorcycle. She said that right after the shots were fired, he tried to crawl to somebody.
Police say 33-year-old Kenneth Hayman was shot while on his motorcycle at this intersection on Jacks Run Road and Lincoln Way. He later died. Police say the shooters were inside a pickup truck, armed with long guns and wearing masks. Sources tell me police found that truck in Mount Pleasant, Westmoreland County.
I'd say if they found the truck, they're guaranteed to find the guys soon, right? They can't be too far.
Jasmine's girlfriend, who also works in this plaza, has questions.
This definitely looked like a targeted, something targeted, definitely.
Had to be. It had to be. People don't ride around with 4 guys with masks on with long guns. So either was a spur of the moment thing, like, oh, there they are, or they were searching this person out. There's no way this is just random. No possible way.
Nope. Who would just go out in masks? We're all a little shook, scared, worried, like, what's going on?
If you're that scared, you're all over the news. You ain't that scared.
What's actually going on? Why would somebody just do that in broad daylight?
And sources tell me that victim who was shot to death was shot at least twice in his back. Reporting in White Oak, Jennifer Barrasso, KDKA-TV News.
So I think that shows right there that he was shot multiple times. She said at least twice in his back. So there's got to be more. But it really is way uncalled for. This shouldn't have happened. Jimmy, what's going on? How are you? But I guarantee you, Jeremy says, I believe this is retribution from the bar beating, and it came from the Diamond Club they crossed. Hey, speculation. That's what speculation is. People are pointing to that. The situation where they allegedly stormed the bar, smashed the windows, and went crazy inside this bar. But I'm getting reports of something else. I hear that they were there for drinks and a man pulled a gun on them, and then all of this transpired. But I can't confirm it. I need to do some more digging to confirm that story. The story that we have is those girls that work in the bar said that these guys just came and stormed the bar, but people are allowed to wear, I think they're allowed to wear their colors in there. I'm not quite sure because it says motorcycle club members are welcome. So I'm not really sure, but here's that newscast.
Never felt such terror in my entire life, not knowing if after that they were going to come behind the bar.
Tonight, employees of a local bar are on edge.
But there is video footage of this situation. These are still shots from the video footage. You can see, obviously, what they're wearing their cuts. Some of the guys are in masks, but they have their cuts on. Like, you got your identifying markers, and you got a mask covering your face. I don't think that's going to work very well. Here's another picture. Can't show it for too long.
Edge after they were attacked by a big group of bikers. Thanks for joining us at 11. I'm Ken Rice. The violent scene unfolded at 40 Bar and Grill in Washington County over the weekend. The bar's owner tells Jennifer Barrasso she believes it was a targeted attack.
Ken, I'm told the War Dogs Motorcycle Club showed up at this place and saturated it and quickly attacked one of their regulars here. Sources tell me the victim may have been from another motorcycle group and was targeted as a result.
Did they have weapons? Yes.
I mean, obviously, this isn't a bar where these other guys would be going quite often, right? The War Dogs, I'm pretty sure they don't frequent this bar. If the other team goes to this bar all the time, so why would the War Dogs be there? I mean, and then things have been quiet ever since that situation happened. Things were very quiet. And then this situation pops up. But I've spoken to ex-members. I've spoken to a current member of this club. They don't want to be identified. I don't blame them with all this stuff going on. And I think all the problems started when they put the diamond on their cuts, because there were different fights and people getting cuts taken and different situations happening at different bars and things. And we'll go down the line eventually and speak about all those incidents when things happen. But people have gone to prison. I don't believe anyone died, though. I think this is the first casualty. And I'm not speculating that they did this, the other people. We don't know who did this yet. This is all alleged.
See, they had clubs, bats, knives.
I mean, we don't know if this is directly related to this incident, but this is what I think the police are speculating this.
Guns, I'm assuming.
40 Bar and Grill bartender Julia Couture recounts the terrifying moment she witnessed early Sunday morning. She tells KDKA dozens of motorcycle club members known as the War Dogs targeted one of the bar's regulars, beating him under this booth.
And then they all just jumped on him and beat him so brutally and savagely.
Why? And like that is uncalled for. Why would they beat one guy? One guy? You're going to beat one guy with all these people? All of it. And all of it is senseless. Like, what's the point of that?
Like probably 15, 20 of them. They beat him until he literally was not moving on the ground. I'm screaming, me and my other bartender behind the bar, screaming on the top of our lungs to stop, please stop, and just feeling absolutely helpless.
Julia says she, her co-workers, and a handful of customers were so scared they scrambled for shelter in the basement.
I almost felt just frozen in fear, and I've never had such a sense of helplessness in my entire life. They just started destroying everything on the back deck, throwing bottles, throwing chairs through the doors. Shattered my door. Shattered everything.
Something must have sparked this situation. Like, what could it have possibly been that sparked this situation? You know, they're not going to go there and do that for no reason. I mean,
at one point, sources tell me gunshots were fired outside of the bar. No one was hit. The bar's co-owner, Cheyenne Dennison, called 911 and rushed to help her employees.
And I'm just screaming.
Biker News Canada says, I've heard a mention of Blue Wave involvement. I can't find much info. This is one in Pennsylvania following the pickup truck. Yes. But there is there's no clarification if any of them other clubs are involved with this situation.
For them, trying to get their attention. I'm screaming for them to get out of here. And they finally came creeping up the steps, and I knew that they were okay, and that was my...
Liar? Who's the liar? Who you calling a liar?
Number one thing coming here is I wanted to make sure my employees were okay.
Dennison says the
these girls, they could be.
Motorcycle club members were gone when police arrived, and so was the victim.
Yeah, I definitely heard that they're not being honest on this newscast. 100%. I heard that they weren't telling the whole truth.
I was told that he may have been a pagan member. Is that true? Do you have any insight in that?
I have no idea. I don't know what caused this. I don't know what would cause anybody to act the way they did.
The bar owner defended the place she bought 5 months ago. She's upgraded security. She's going to add a panic button, and she may bring in security for the weekend. Now, state police, they are investigating this incident. I'm told there's at least one victim.
Something sparked this incident, though, you know, because they're not going to go and do this for no reason. I don't see that happening.
But the motive is still unclear. Sources tell me no arrests have been made. Reporting in Washington County, Jennifer Barrasso, KDKA-TV News.
Obviously, the police are not looking at that situation like it's too serious. I mean, it was serious because someone got beat and all this, but there's video, there's pictures of all the people. Nobody got arrested. So they're obviously not looking into it too much. But it's really, really sad that this is transpiring to where a young man loses his life for nothing. It is really for nothing. And then these people are going to get arrested. They're going to lose their freedom. Their families are going to be affected. This kid's family loses a son, a brother. And then the other people who were involved, they're going to lose their families. Not that they're the victims, but the families are going to be stripped away from their family members. It's just, all of it is senseless. Where does the violence end? Like, where's a way to stop all this from even happening? There's no reason for any of this to even happen. I mean, do you think another club is mad at them because they put a patch on? It's still no reason for someone to die over it. You know what I'm saying? That's where I heard it, the news clip. Yeah, they definitely didn't say it in any news clips that another motorcycle club was involved. I've seen pretty much all the news clips about it. But, yeah, we're going to talk about that right now. So the Sin City Disciples Club was raided. That's a whole different story, man. The Sin City Disciples Clubhouse was raided. I broke this story yesterday. So this has to do with a murder. So the city of Washington, this is out of Pennsylvania as well. I mean, Pennsylvania's pretty in the news pretty heavy lately. City of Washington police raid a building leased by a motorcycle club in search for shooting information. And I have the video of them moving in to raid the building. Let's take a look. You see a van creeping up like that, you already know what time it is. So they raided the building, and we're going to talk about why they raided the building. So Washington County, PA police executed a search warrant at a location occupied by a motorcycle club in Washington County in hopes to finding new information connected with a fatal shooting that happened over the weekend. In a Facebook post, the City of Washington Police Department officials executed a search warrant at a location along North Main Street that's occupied by the Sin City Disciples Motorcycle Club. Police said that they are looking for video and other information connected to a fatal shooting of a 20-year-old Julian Lassick. Police said that Lassick was shot early Saturday morning in an alleyway. He was shot with another man. One other person was injured during the shooting. Their identity and condition is unknown. Days following the shooting, Washington County Mayor called for the community's help in the investigators to find those involved with the shooting. I think they think another motorcycle club is involved with this one. I think that's what you're talking about, Biker News. If you respect and love this guy, you need to be talking to our detectives so that we can get this case solved and give the family some peace as they have to lay this young man to rest. He said that some people have been spreading misinformation and taking matters into their own hands. The issues I have is that everybody wants to be breaking the story, he said. Police that hear rumors or misinformation and feel that they want to act on their own and do things for whatever reason Officials said in a post that an investigation remains active and anyone with information is asked to contact the police department. So here is the original post. 20-year-old killed and another injured after shots fired in Washington County. 20-year-old man is dead and another person was taken to the hospital after shots were fired in Washington County on Saturday morning. According to the city of Washington, the mayor, the coroner, Tim Warco, officials were called to the 120th block of North Main Street just before 3 a.m. following reports of a shooting. Officials said Julian Lassick, 20, was shot and taken to the hospital where he later died. One other person whose identity has not been made public or their condition has not been yet available. Washington officials later held a press conference saying that the incident happened in an alleyway by LA Sweets Bakery. Officials said that multiple people are involved who need to come forward. On Monday, the mayor issued the following statement. Washington County Police Department has been working tirelessly since this incident. However, the investigation has been hindered by lack of cooperation. We know there are eyewitnesses who have critical information that could help solve this case. We urge anyone with information to come forward. After speaking with the victim's family, we are united in asking the community to stop any further acts of violence. The family wishes to grieve their loss peacefully. I echo that request. Violence does not bring justice. An investigation is ongoing. So I have the newscast of the situation where they raided the Clubhouse. Let's take a look at that.
Police in Washington searched a building occupied by a local motorcycle club in connection with a deadly shooting. On Saturday, 20-year-old Julian Lasik was shot in an alley off of North Main Street. Today, 5 different agencies served a search warrant of the building leased by the Sin City Disciples Motorcycle Club. That building is on the same street of the shooting. The investigation is ongoing, we're told, and officials are still urging people with information to come forward.
New this afternoon, a continued call for peace as police
I think it is. It was another story. Have a great, safe day, y'all. Great job, Stacks. Craig, thank you for joining me. Peace. I appreciate it. STMC, how you doing? Cindy, how are you? Thank you for joining me, Cindy. It's been a while. Does this have to do with the pickup truck story? No, this is a different story. We know nothing about this kid. He was around. Did he hurt a club member's kid? No clue, man. This kid was who? The kid that was killed in this one, the 20-year-old? I have no clue. Dragonfly Classy Diamond Art, how you doing?
continue investigating a deadly shooting in the city of Washington that happened over the weekend. Mayor Jojo Burgess issuing a statement overnight saying rumors and misinformation has led to vigilantism and other potential violence.
So people are taking things into their own hands, and that's another thing that can't be done because more people are going to end up in prison. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of shit doesn't work either.
That statement saying in part, quote, after speaking with the victim's family, we are united in asking the community to stop any further acts of violence. The family wishes to grieve their loss peacefully, and
Yeah, but they didn't say any motorcycle club was involved. They just said it possibly has to do with the incident at the bar, but it doesn't it doesn't even say a motorcycle club was involved. It doesn't say that.
echo that request. Violence does not bring justice. On Saturday, Washington police say Julian Lassick.
See that alley right there on the right of the bakery? That's where the two people were shot. And they they're going to find who did this one too. I mean, these small towns, they're on top of this shit. Nothing happens around these places. So these cops are around the clock. They're just working on this situation, you know? Hey, Mountain Woman, how you doing? Thank you for joining me today.
Was one of 2 people shot in an alley near Joe's Bakery on North Main Street. The other victim remains in the hospital. Mayor Burgess says the investigation is stalling from a lack of cooperation and is urging anyone who may know something to come forward. The search for the suspect continues. And right now,
I guarantee you, these people that did this and the other case are going to be caught. But look what happened down there in North Carolina, South Carolina, where the outlaw was killed. Nobody caught that person. I mean, they said possibly a motorcycle club was involved, but nothing happened. They didn't catch anybody. There's a lot of things going on all over the country. So I'm working on a show right now called Predators with Patches, and it's crazy. I don't think YouTube will let me play it because it's kind of graphic with the stuff that's in this story. So I'll probably put it on Patreon, but it's pretty wild. I'll share some of it on YouTube because it has some exclusive information that you guys might not have heard that is shocking. It's shocking. So we got a bunch of other news we're going to talk about today. This guy died. John Allen Amos Jr. He was an actor. You guys probably recognized him. I mean, I remember him from a bunch of different movies and things. He has passed away. Let me see if it says how old he was. 84 years old. It was not publicly announced. His passing was not publicly announced until October 1st. He was born in December 1939 in Newark, New Jersey. He began life far from television studios, where he later defined his career. His dad was an auto mechanic. He grew up in East Orange, New Jersey, where he graduated East Orange High School. Early years marked with keen interest for athletics. He pursued major leagues, playing for teams such as the Bulldogs and Juliet Chargers, 1964, the Neptunes, the Wheeling Ironmen, 1964, Jersey City Jets, the Waterbury Orbits. He was a free agent, a football player. Let's see if it shows what it doesn't say what movies he was in, but he was in a lot. I remember him quite a bit. So I got a couple pictures. Oh, look at this shit. This is quite funny. So Letitia James, that's her name, right? Let me pull up this little comments. I gotta wait for it to load. But those 2 women on the bottom are Letitia James's nieces. Those are her nieces that she let live with her. And one of them was on the run for let me see if I could find this. Here we go. These are Letitia James's nieces living with her in Virginia property and her so-called tenants because she lied on her applications. Remember that one? One of them, Nakia, was a fugitive who reportedly fled North Carolina to dodge an arrest warrant and then took up residence in Aunt Letitia's bank fraud home. This is all alleged. Meanwhile, James has been aggressively targeting Trump with lawsuits and prosecutions. Yet here, she's alleged to be harboring someone to escape justice. You could smell the hypocrisy a mile away. I mean, this is just crazy. I thought you guys would get a little chuckle out of that one. It's another picture I wanted to show you guys. Once a biker, always a biker. I thought this was a funny one. I'm sure we all know someone who's done that, right? Don't put your damn foot on the muffler. It might burn your shit off. So in other news, a motorcyclist was killed in East Haddam crash. East Haddam, Connecticut, a man was killed in a two-vehicle crash in East Haddam on Wednesday afternoon. State police identified the man as 63-year-old Stephen Nichols of Madison. Troopers said that Nichols was traveling west on East Haddam Colchester Turnpike by way of BMW motorcycle. The driver of a Toyota Tacoma traveling south on Star Road entered a T-shaped intersection on Olmsted Road. The Tacoma driver tried to make a left turn onto Olmsted Road around 4:35 p.m. and drove into Nichols' path. Troopers said state police said Nichols collided with the left front part of the pickup truck. The impact caused the rider to be thrown from the bike. Nichols was pronounced dead at the scene. No further details were released about this crash. It's crazy. A lot of motorcycle crashes lately. Metro area motorcyclist was killed in a crash with a pickup truck in Elk River. Twin Cities area man died in a pickup truck versus motorcycle crash in Elk River early Tuesday morning. State Patrol reports around 6:45 a.m. a pickup truck was in the westbound lane of 213th Avenue in Elk River, attempting to cross the southbound lane of traffic on the Highway 169 when it collided with a motorcycle that was in the southbound on I-69. The motorcyclist, 25-year-old Jacob Hull of Blaine, was killed in the crash. Officials say he was wearing a helmet. The driver of the pickup truck, 22-year-old David Marsh from Farmington, was not injured. The Elk River Police Department and Fire Department were on the scene to assist. All right, so now we're going up to Canada. We're going up to Bob's area now. So here's a crazy situation, right? These are all the cases that have been happening up there recently, from homicides to hammer attack. Police address recent violence in Thunder Bay, Ontario. Following a string of violent incidents in Thunder Bay, police services, they're reassuring the public that safety is a top priority. Police chief and acting inspector held a media conference at the police station Wednesday morning to speak on several cases that occurred in the past few weeks. Most recently, a homicide that took place at the 300 block of Edward Street North on Tuesday. The investigation is in its early stages and no further details are available at this time. The case reviewed several other incidents in the town. October 14th, a 13-year-old was charged with conspiracy to commit murder following investigation into an online threat involving potential school attack. The youth from Thunder Bay, the person believed to be living in another community, were conspiring and counseling each other on to carry out the attack planned for the future. The investigation was assisted by the FBI, Interpol, and the RCMP. The teen also faces charges of counseling to commit an offense that is not committed. What? That means you're basically talking about it. So October 11th, an 85-year-old man was assaulted at the corner of Red River Road and Clarks Avenue in what police say was a random act of violence. Police confirmed a hammer was used as a weapon, and the victim remains in the hospital and is undergoing intensive surgery. The suspect was arrested on Monday and has been charged with attempted murder. September 30th, a homicide occurred in the area of 1010 Dawson Road. Police say officers responded around 5:30 p.m. after receiving calls about an injured man who was pronounced dead at Thunder Bay Regional Health Center. On Friday, the suspect was arrested and charged with second-degree murder. September 25th, firearm-related incident took place in the area of May and Booth Street shortly after 1 a.m. No injuries were reported. The suspect, who was initially arrested at the scene, has since been released, and their charges have been dismissed. On Thursday, a 48-year-old man was arrested and faced a slew of charges in connection with the case, including attempted to commit murder using a firearm. We understand the recent events cause concern to the community, and we want to acknowledge the seriousness of these incidents. Our team has been actively responding to each situation, they said on Wednesday. We want to assure the public that your safety remains our top priority, both sworn and civilian. We are working around the clock to serve and to protect. No confirmed sightings of Satan's Choice in the city, police said. Earlier this summer, social media posts about reviving the club were made by the son of original leader of Satan's Choice. These included messages about new chapters popping up in several communities, including Thunder Bay. Thunder Bay police are well aware of the Satan's Choice and their history in the Thunder Bay community. Historically, members of our intelligence unit and biker enforcement unit are also aware of this information. At this point, I can confirm that there's no confirmed sighting of Satan's Choice have been observed in the Thunder Bay region. Thunder Bay has been the highest homicide and violent crime rates per capita, according to the latest data from Statistics of Canada. In light of recent events, it's important for our community members to take solace in the fact that police are here. We're community members as well, and we're actively engaged in our community and what's best for the community as well. He urges members of the public to report crimes to law enforcement, provide information that can assist investigators whenever possible. Meanwhile, they are holding the first community information session of the season on Wednesday night at the library starting at 6 p.m. I think our community should really feel good about the work that we have done. I mean, these recent events outside the one that occurred Tuesday have been solved. We have people before the court. Things are happening, he said. The opportunity to come out tonight and host different events is to really focus on the things and what is concerning to the community. So they're pretty worried about Satan's Choice reemergence, bad addiction issues in that city. It sounds like it. It's a great city, but once drugs and homelessness has made it a scumbag city. Thunder Bay is the murder capital of Canada, huh? I guarantee you they're probably going to see Satan's Choice out there. They're spreading pretty rapidly. I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing. Who knows? Wearing Timu patches. Wait until you see the show Predators with Patches. Fucking insane. You guys are going to be like, wow. Like, I found information that I'm like, wow, I did not know. Did not know that there were that many predators with patches. And they're openly like embraced by some of these club members. We're going to talk about it. You guys are going to be shocked when you see who it is, some of the people. It's like really like mind-blowing. So we're going to shift gears a little bit. And we're going to talk about this Bike Week. Lake of the Ozarks Bikefest is one of the premier annual motorcycle rallies in the United States, drawing over 125,000 participants. What is it? It's a 5-day motorcycle rally and festival held throughout the Lake of the Ozarks area in Missouri, celebrating motorcycle culture, scenic riding, and community. When is it happening? Typically held in September. The area is famous for winding roads, stunning views throughout the Ozark Hills, making it a bucket list destination for riders. Events and entertainment. The festival features over 300 biker-friendly bars, restaurants, and more than 50 live music and entertainment events. Vendor village with gear, surveyors, bike shows, and iconic Passport Run. Passport Run, a cornerstone event where participants visit designated stops to collect stamps for a chance to win custom motorcycle and other prizes while exploring the region. The vibrant atmosphere, the Lake of the Ozarks region transformed into a massive biker haven, welcome enthusiasts from all across the country, internationally. So it's happening right now, I believe. And next year, I'm going to go to a bunch of different biker events. I got invited to a whole bunch. I was going to go this year, but it was too fast. You know, they invited me on Wednesday and it was supposed to be on Friday. So I only had like 2 days to get ready. And I'm like, I just can't. And I got offered a whole bunch of money to go too, but I just couldn't make it. It was too fast. But next year, I have my trips booked for next year, and I'm going to be taking you guys with me. We're going to be going to some of these events. But yeah, there's a lot of things going on, but we're going to talk about a lot more. We got tons of shows on the way. Coming up, we got Kevin. He was Outlaw Probate, and then he joined, I forgot the name of the club. It was a support club for the Banditos. He ended up getting out of that club when COVID took place. He tells me the whole story. It's a really good interview. If you're a member, you can go watch some of it now. Part 1 and 2 is up. If you're on Patreon, you can watch pretty much the whole thing. It'll be out. The whole thing will be out today. And it'll be dropping in the next couple days. But there's a lot of content on the way. We got Cliff from the Red Rum Motorcycle Club. We got a whole bunch of interviews. And I hope you guys like this content. Shout out to Matty Boy. Shout out to Cliff. Shout out to Batshit Ben Basham. That one's going to be dropping. If you're a member, you can go watch it right now. Shout out to Vincent Michael Marino, otherwise known as Gigi Portella. He spent, I think, 28 years in prison. I think around 28 years. He allegedly tried to kill Cadillac Frank Salemi. They allegedly, he was shot. He was shot. And the FBI said that they planted a bug inside his body. And we talk about that situation. So, and it's an in-person interview, so it's something different. I went up to Boston. We chopped it up with him. So check out that one's going to be dropping. And I'm the first person to ever interview Gigi when he first got out of prison. I believe it was the first day he got released. I'll re-upload that interview and you guys can check it out. But there's a ton of content on the way. I got a folder full of stuff for you guys. I hope you guys like this. And when something transpires with these investigations, what's going on, I will pop on with breaking news. I will be on top of it. I appreciate all you guys taking the time to watch this show. If you like this show, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's, brother's, sister's friend about Chatting with Stacks, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. If you want to donate to the show, you can hit up the Cash App at Chatting with Stacks. And if you want to tell your story on Chatting with Stacks, just email me at billstacks2021@gmail.com. Or if you got a story you want me to talk about or anything like that, just let me know. Or you can donate to Venmo, PayPal, Super Stickers, Super Chats, Zelle, all that stuff. I appreciate every single dollar. It all goes a long way. And make sure you check out Career AI. I'll put a link in the description of this video. Let's check out this commercial. Bill Stacks here from Chatting with Stacks. If you're hunting for a new job, stop scrolling. I got something that'll change your search. I partnered with the #1 career search company in the world, Career Empower. They build the first ever step-by-step Career Empower toolkit to help you get interviews and jobs faster, smarter, and with way more confidence. This toolkit gives you everything you need: professional resume writing, the best sites and places to search, interview prep that actually works, one-on-one live coaching with expert recruiters to build your personalized plan. They've already helped over 100,000 people land jobs, and they're ready to help you next. Head on over to www.careerempower.ai. Use promo code DIY-PROMO3 to get 50% off. The toolkit drops from $199 to $149, and they'll even hop on a call and start building your job search strategy today. Don't do it alone. Get the toolkit, get the coaching, get hired. Links in the description below. Grab it now. I put the link in the description of this video. It's in the chat. Go check it out. Go check out Biker News Canada, 8 o'clock. I appreciate all you guys. And if you don't like this show, too fucking bad. Start your own podcast. Thank you guys for joining me. And I'll see you soon. And remember, don't be a bitch.
And all new at 5, a major organized crime bust. 23 people under arrest now, accused of stealing guns and cash.
Today, police revealed 4 organized crime groups are wreaking havoc.
From aggravated robbery to kidnapping, burglary, and more. Let's take a look at this. New pictures from court documents in this case. These are a few of the people who have been charged. And investigators say the money, tens of thousands of dollars, is all stolen.